Welcome to the 16th induction into the Nebraska Broadcasters Hall of Fame. This long line of special people traces the history of accomplishment and dedication in our industry. Those honored tonight are Nebraskans, born and raised in this state, who fit well into the Celebrate Nebraska 88 theme, which has been adopted for this occasion. It is well to note they have been not only leaders in their chosen professions, but front runners in response to civic duties. This fact, we believe, is a reflection of the radio and television stations which serve you in your communities. They take seriously the privilege of coming into your homes to inform and entertain. Tonight, we take pride in honoring Steve Murphy and Martha Bohlsen.
Martha, meet the folks.
Oh, hello, everybody. Well, come on in. It's a pleasure to welcome you to our General Electric kitchen.
A true broadcast pioneer was the late Martha Bohlsen, whose contributions in radio and television over 30 years are unparalleled. She led the way for all women in broadcasting as a successful, much respected, and loved personality. At one time, Martha appeared on 69 radio and 64 television stations across the country. And she wrote a best-selling cookbook that sold over 45,000 copies in the Midwest alone. Martha began her career in 1936 as columnist Prudence Penny at the Omaha Bee newspaper. She joined OPPD in 1949 as Home Services Director, preparing radio programs, leaving that same year to begin producing daily programs for WOW radio and television.
I think that one of the things that really made it fun is that it was new to everyone, and the cooperation from the staff was just simply marvelous. We had no videotape, we had no teleprompters or anything like that, so we ad-libbed everything. Johnny Carson, for instance, went on the same day that I did, and his set was right over there, just across from me.
Martha was always very proud of the fact she used fresh ingredients. And she would say, these are fresh vegetables, these are fresh. So one day I think she had a recipe for fresh eggs. And I said, we're talking fresh. And I'd stashed a chicken underneath her cabinet or something, and I reached in and grabbed the chicken and pulled out the eggs, and I says, is this fresh enough? And she came unglued. We had a lot of fun.
That was one of the things I haven't ever quite forgiven him for.
At one time or another, she had been associated with all 3 Omaha Network affiliate television stations and many Nebraska radio stations. Later, Martha began a long association with Tidy House, and her show was put into syndication. Her clients were the blue-chip accounts in the area, and she had a long association with Harold Soderlund.
I first met Martha in the 1940s. She was the great lady of radio broadcast cooking programs and held court at the Power Company Auditorium. I was a lowly advertising agency person trying to get her to advertise one of our products for free. No money, no commission, no compensation of any kind. 15 years later, I met Martha again. A friend of ours, a mutual friend of ours, Adam Reineman, asked me to organize and sell the Martha Bohlsen show. Martha said, he didn't ask my permission, but Adam was like that. He was a practicing Christian. Martha was famous before we formed our partnership, but after many radio and television station broadcasts and thousands of cookbooks later, she was a great deal richer, and I was too.
Even though Martha was a hard-working broadcaster, she found time to contribute to a host of public service and professional projects. They are too numerous to mention here. The first woman to serve on the Board of Trustees of the Lutheran Medical Center, President of the Women's Chamber of Commerce, teacher at the University of Omaha. In 1963, Mayor Dworick proclaimed June 5th as Martha Bohlsen Day in Omaha. She had been a regional and national officer of American Women in Radio and Television, and the local chapter held a luncheon in her honor that year. When she was named Omaha's Ad Woman of the Year in 1960, this is what they said about Martha. This remarkable woman has made a major contribution to raising the stature of advertising in Omaha. She has developed new techniques in the use of radio and television by combining service with selling. Her professional integrity is so well known to the community and to her listeners, the warmth of her personality so evident, that the radio and television programs she writes and presents are more than believable. They are the voice of a very real and honest and capable woman, talking to other women in language they understand, and integrating into every show as a basic pattern the products which she sells because she believes in them.
Do you look at yourself as a pioneer in television broadcasting?
Yeah, very much so. Yes, there wasn't anybody ahead of us, that's for sure.
We present to the Nebraska Broadcasters Hall of Fame the memory of a great lady in American broadcasting, Martha Bohlsen.